Okay, I'm watching Mandela in his inauguration speech. I want to hear for myself.
Your Majesties,
Hear what he said.
Your Royal Highnesses, distinguished guests, comrades and friends, today all us do, by our presence here and by our celebrations in other parts of our country and the world, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. Our daily deeds as ordinary South Africans must produce an actual South African reality that will reinforce humanity's belief in justice, strengthen its confidence in the nobility of the human soul, and sustain all our hopes for a glorious life for all. All this we owe both to ourselves and to the peoples of the world who are so well represented here today. To my compatriots, to my compatriots, I have no hesitation in saying that each one of us is as intimately attached to the soil of this beautiful country as are the famous jacaranda trees of Pretoria and the mimosa trees of the bushveld. Each time one of us touches the soil of this land, we feel a sense of personal renewal. The national mood changes as the seasons change. We are moved by a sense of joy and exhilaration when the grass turns green and the flowers bloom. That spiritual and physical oneness we all share with this common homeland explains that the depth of the pain we all carried in our hearts as we saw our country tear itself apart in terrible conflict. And as we saw it spent, outlawed, and isolated by the peoples of the world, precisely because it had become the universal base of the pernicious ideology and practice of racism and racial oppression. We, the people of South Africa, feel fulfilled that humanity has taken us back into its bosom, that we, who were outlaws not so long ago, had today be given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. We thank all our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country. What is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. We trust that you will continue to stand by us as we tackle the challenges of building peace, prosperity, non-sexism, non-racialism, and democracy. We deeply appreciate the role that the masses of our people and their political, mass democratic, religious, women, youth, business, traditional and other leaders have played to bring about this conclusion. Not least amongst them is my second Deputy President, the Honorable F.W. de Klerk. We would also like to pay tribute to our security forces in all their ranks for the distinguished role they have played in securing our first democratic election and transition to democracy from blood-thirsty forces which still refuse to see the light. The time for the healing of the wounds has come. The moment to bridge the chasms that divide us has come. The time to build is upon us. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. We succeeded to take our last steps to freedom in conditions of relative peace. We commit ourselves to the construction of a complete, just, and lasting peace. We have triumphed in the effort to implant hope in the breasts of the millions of our people. We enter into a covenant that we shall build a society in which all South Africans, both black and white, will be able to walk tall without any fear in their...
We stand at the precipice of building a future where a future we can be proud of, a country we can be proud of. It goes without saying that it is without racism, it's without discrimination of any sort, misogyny. It's all equal. Of course it is. Otherwise it wouldn't be great. We stand at that precipice. Whether you're black, white, man or woman, whatever race you are, as a country, we had so many things that stand in our way to progress and to, to shine. But we stand at the precipice to become great, to do something that matters. I can argue about ANC and Mandela and the decisions that they taken and the apartheid regime, apartheid government and the corporations, people who decided to keep the country, to keep their hold on the country and everything like that, and how ANC aided them into doing so just because they also got a cut out of it. But that's what came into my head, of course. But I remember the same person who said that, who mentioned that information to me, also said that Dada Mandela did exactly what he was supposed to do. And he did the next best thing that he could do. The only thing that he could do was leave it to the next generation. Whether you like him or not, I think some people did exactly what they were supposed to do. And now it's up to us. It's up to us to make either different decisions or to move with a plan, whatever that plan may be, whether it's his plan, ANC's plan, or whatever government, whatever person, whatever party, whatever person, whoever's plan is. But the plan is for us to prosper as a country, as a nation, and to be honest with you, as a continent one day. Africa stands a chance to prosper. So many things stand in our way, so many things, including ourselves. Mostly the weapons and tools that have been used by other nations to bring us down so that they can be in a better position to take resources from us. But we can eliminate that. That can no longer be a problem. We can get rid of that. We can. We just need to work at it. We need to come together, of course, to work at it. We need to work together. But we need a we need to go straight forward as well. So we need to work hard ourselves, in what we do, in what we choose to do, in what we're passionate at, and give back to our people and empower them. You know, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did all he could do, and now he's gone. So many people are gone. You know, so many people are gone, and we can. Time flows, and it never ends. It never stops. So you kind of wonder if they went away and passed away, we will pass away too. And we will ask ourselves, what did we do that made a difference? Towards our kids and our future generation. I choose to make this video to put it online as a way to remind myself that I once did watch this and I once did say this. And I said this straight from my heart. And there will never be another moment like this in time. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. Whether you can argue it's right or wrong, it looks a certain way, I don't know. But I'm doing exactly what I think I'm supposed to do. And that's the best any of us can ever do. It's up to the future generation to carry on and to fight the good fight, and for them to also do what they think is right. Today the country stands in tough times, tough economic times, of course. And we have these BRICS deals going on. We have nations allying with us, and other nations going against us, powerful nations. But it's easy to look at the situation and be like, we are screwed. But we stand at the precipice. We have a chance to do something great. Not to be tyrannical, not to risk our own lives, not to be revolutionary, not to do unnecessary actions, not to take unnecessary actions, but just to make a difference. Even in your own life, you have that chance to make a difference. You have that opportunity. Let's not throw it away. Let's not. Yeah.